Greetings in the name of the Most High. Yah is King Yediyah, aka King Solomon, staying wise in life and in these markets. And right now I'm in a live trade on Nvda, and I'm taking a short up here at R3. But let me go to my, so you see my entry is 191.03, right? But let me go to my trade and view chart and give you a little breakdown on how I took this trade. So Nvda is in a overlapping higher value on the R3, right? The Camarillas, right? So right here at this level, we have major resistance, right? I drew a trend line from some previous levels coming across here, but that's kind of like on the daily chart. Let me not go too far back because this trade is an active trade right now. But right here at this level, we had that major sell-off, and you can see we ran into my my trend line right there, right? So the trend line is kind of coinciding with R3. So in a overlapping higher value level, right, we have like a moderately bullish kind of setup, right? So you're not expecting price to really break through R3 too much, right? So with the market, I was expecting it to really push up, right? Because when it found support earlier today, let's see, hold on. Let me try and find NQ1. Right, looking at the NQ1, you can see it's the same kind of setup, right? We had support, we had the sell-off early today. Then we had that support, we ran up, and we ran up to R3, right? So we broke this congestion right here, right? In a moderately bullish setup on the Camarillas. We dipped down, we grabbed some liquidation, and then we ran back up, right? But we're running into R3. So this is a heavy resistance level in a moderately bullish setup, right? So if it was a higher value setup, you would look for it to really break out of R3. But on this moderately bullish setup, you're looking for it to kind of catch resistance at R3. So that's what we're getting right now. And I think my target is down here back to the pivot levels. So let's see, let's put a 190.15. Let me see where I have my, right, so 189.39, right? So that's the central pivot. And a matter of fact, let me do this, because let me just break even this trade, right? So I'm at 190.90, right? So with this trade here, I'm looking for it to probably come back to the top central pivot around here, and I have my target at the central pivot, right? So hopefully you can see that. I know I have a lot of stuff on my chart. People don't really like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm using everything on my chart. That's my indicators and stuff like that. So let me just clear up some of this, and maybe you could see some stuff better. Take off VWAP and stuff like that. The volume point of control. And I kind of need that right there. I could take off the money zone, right? So actually the money zone is in line with the top central pivot. So the value area high is, let me see, right here is the value area high. That's the, and it's actually, I think it's yesterday's close as well. So this is a significant level to pull back to. That's 189.81. So I think we might get back to that level. So it's a moderately bullish setup. We might come back to the value area high, right, on the money zone. And let's see what else. What is that else is that lining up with? Right, so that's the top central pivot. So the central pivots normally attract price. So I think, yeah, let me leave those on. So let's see what we do here. Let's see if my thesis is really working out, right? So we might come back to my break-even level, which is, what was it? I think is 190.90, right? I entered at 191.04 or something like that. So let's see what happens here. And I want to look at the trading view chart because the indicators are just more dynamic to me. You know what I'm saying? I have the top central pivot. Unlike das is just giving you the central pivot right here, the blue line. But I get the pivot boss indicators, which shows like the bottom central pivot, this green line right here, which is at 188, 188.89. The central pivot is 189.36, and the top central is 189.84. So it's a little more information, it's a little more dynamic, you know what I'm saying? And looking at the volume, I have my my trend monitor right there. It's still looking bullish. This light blue color is bullish. The what they call that, those white crosses right there, that's the mean, right? So that's the midway point of the trend, and this yellow line right here is the trend line. So it's still pushing up, it's still looking like it wants to go up. So I want to see that curve down a little bit. Let's see some here. Right, so I want to see that curve down a little bit, and I want to see some volume come in here. Let me make that volume indicator a little bigger. So I want to see some volume come in here for the selling, right? So we have some nice volume at the start of the selling, these two candles right here, right? So we have higher volume coming in on these two candles. Now I want to see this candle get some volume, right? So we head into yesterday's close, 190.32. So it was my mistake here. This wasn't yesterday's close. This is yesterday's close, 190.32. So it's kind of setting up like a head and shoulders, first shoulder, first head, and maybe it could form a second shoulder right here, but my stop is, let's see, it's kind of close. So maybe getting a next shoulder, I might get stopped out, but we could probably come back into value here, man. Like this is a value area here in the pivot level, the central pivot level. So I'm thinking we could come back to this value area after we had this moderately bullish setup and we pushed up. Now it's time to reverse, right? So you see we're getting the reversal now. Let's see what the volume is looking like. The volume is pulling up. The trend monitor is not heading south yet. Still bullish. And there's other indicators I was looking at the same time here. I look at the MUB. So the MUB you see is at a support level as well. And it's like I read in Anna Cooling's book, when the MUB is strong, the stock market gets weak, right? The MUB is like the bond market, right? So we're at a critical support level here, so you could get some support and it could push up and push down the stock market, right? Let's see what else. That's why I took that reversal trade as well, because we're at a kind of critical level right there. Another thing I looked at was the VIX, right? So we're at S3. That's a support level. We wasn't going any further, any lower. We had this little push up here, big wick candle, but I was thinking, you know, it's like a pump in the VIX, right? Like the volatility just spiked a little bit, but I think we're gonna keep on heading up back up to this level because we're at a major support. You see how much support we got there. So that was another indicator that supported my trade. Let's see what else. Well, I already talked about the NQ1. We had the same level kind of as like on Nvda, getting that rejection right there. Let's see what else. Right, so the US dollar, right? And the US dollar now, it pulled back today, giving the stock market chance to push up, right? But we're back at this support level, volume point of control, and this is where we might get some support, right? So once the US dollar catches a bit right here and we start pushing back up, that'll push down the stock market as well. But let's see how it works out. Let me set an alert right here. See, well, I actually have an alert on this trend line that I drew here, that green line. So did we get a trigger? Yes. You see the trigger is right there. So we're actually hitting that trend line right now. Let me put one right here, this accumulation distribution support. That's that dash green line. That's another heavy support level right there. It hit it numerous times. I think, let me make this bigger so maybe you could see that. Right, so every time it hits this level, come on. Right, every time it hits this level, the number increases. So right now we hit support here 8 times. So let's see if we get that support again. So let's see where we're at. Nvda. So Nvda is catching a little support right now at the top central pivot, just at this support area right here, but we're pushing down again. Volume came in, right? See, I was telling you about this volume. Volume is now higher than this previous candle. That kind of formed a doji that created some support, right? So now we have the selling coming in, and now the trend monitor right there, that trend line is pushing down towards the mean again. So we might get our flush down to the pivot level, because the pivot level always attracts price, you know, especially if we're running into resistance and getting some weakness. The best place for them to come back to is the pivot level. Let's go over to DAS real quick, take a sneak peek, see where we're at. Alright, so you see my stop, my target is right there. I could actually pull this down a little bit more, secure some more of that profit. So secured 50% of the profit, really 50% of the move. So shorted at 191.03 and now we at 190. So we have a whole dollar move right now, but I gotta be careful for this right here. This is the volume point of control, 189.63. So let's go to the Nvda chart. Let's see, do I have that up? Draw on my volume point of control. I don't have it on here. What's going on? Where you at? Oh, so it's showing something different for the volume point of control on this chart. Alright, so I think we're getting some response here at the volume point of control, yeah. So what I could do is secure the dollar move or let this run. But I think I'm gonna let it run. I think we're gonna go through the volume point of control. Let's see, what level is this right here? I think alright, I'm gonna adjust my level, come back down into value. I think we might get a nice little flush here for real, man. So let's see, back to S3. So that's that level I was seeing there on the red line. Let's see here. Set an alert for when we break that pivot level. Right, so we're hitting central pivot right now. I think we come into the bottom central pivot right here. And S3 level. Oh wait, hold on. So you see bottom central pivot 188.89 and S3 right here. All kind of coincided. This is also the volume point of control on the money zone. So we're getting a nice kind of traverse kind of movement from R3 to S3. We didn't get to R3, but I think we're heading back to S3, and S3 is where the value is at. Probably even further. Maybe we're heading back to VWAP. So let's move down to VWAP. Let's secure it up here up till volume point of control. Actually, let's secure it to the pivot level. That's where I originally wanted to get to. So anything else is just gravy, you know. So let's see if we're getting back to VWAP. Yep, getting back to VWAP. I'm gonna secure 189. Let's see if we get past VWAP. So you see my style of trailing stops, right? Let's see. Let's open this target right here. Maybe we might get to 187.50. So let's see what happening here at VWAP. And go back to trading view. Let's see what's up here. Turn on VWAP. Right. Alright, so VWAP is that white line right there. Volume coming in nice. The trend monitor is now turning bearish. You see the trend line hit the medium mean level right there. So now we're pushing down strong, volume strong. Let's see if we could get to S4. Or actually, this is the value area low on the 187.44, so I'm a little above that right there at 187.50 is my target. So let's see how this selling comes in. Y'all got to see a nice little trade here, man. Let's see where we're at. Right, so we could secure. Let's see, we could secure just above S3, because all this is just a bonus right now. So let's just trail that stop down. Because right now we at VWAP. So let's see. Let's go on trading view. See what's happening with the US dollar. You see what happened right there. See what I was saying? We get that bounce up on the US dollar, big selling in the stock market, right? So that's what's causing it right there. This is the main player right here, the US dollar. You see we bounced off of volume point of control. Nice. Gotta wait for that volume to come in though, to really confirm the move. And let's see what else we're looking at here. What did MUB do? MUB didn't react too much. MUB is still getting some support. Volume is coming in right here, but it hasn't made the move yet. Oh, look at the VIX, man. You see the VIX took off from support right there. It's killing everything, you know what I'm saying? VIX is the killer right now, you know what I mean? Big beers, baby, big beers, you know? Let's see what else we got here. Let's see what NQ1. Oh man, look at that. NQ1 is hitting the pivot level and S3 right now, so that's a major support level. I think I might get stopped out here at VWAP. Let me keep an eye on this NQ1. Let's see if we break it down S3. You see how they're moving in tandem? This whole thing is like a dance, man. Everything is correlated, you know what I'm saying? And it's like dancing, you gotta have the timing, man. That's what I'm saying. You gotta have the timing. You can just move and sway with it, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm not a mechanical trader. I don't just, because it's here, I'm gonna take it here and, you know, just do the same thing over and over and stuff. Nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. The market is fluid. It's not rigid. You know what I'm saying? There's rigid rules sometimes, but then you gotta move and shake with the market, man. Well, for me anyway. I'm not criticizing anybody. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not criticizing anybody's style. Everybody got their style of how they trade, but I'm a discretionary trader, man. I'm kind of similar to Tor, I would say. Tor kind of looks at what's happening right now. Not exactly like this is my strategy and I'm gonna do it every time. I'm gonna do it the same way every time, regardless of what's happening. Nah, I ain't doing that. That's not my style. It's like how I read people. I know everybody has similar traits, but you gotta look for the little nuances. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if you want to be if you want to take it to this kind of, I don't know if this kind of correlates with a lot of people, but as a man, oh shit, I'm knocking over my mic. So as a man, if you want to be good with women, you have to know, well, generally how they are, but you have to read the little nuances with each woman. You know what I'm saying? No two women is the same, but they're generally women, so you have to know how to deal with women. You know what I'm saying? And the market is kind of like that, man. It's generally the same, but sometimes it just feels a certain way. So you got to understand when it feels a certain way. You know what I mean? Let's see how long this video is. 21 minutes. It's a good trade though. It's a good trade. So 21 minutes isn't that bad. I think we're gonna break VWAP. We got some volume coming in though, so we might get some support here. I see the NQ1 is catching some support here at S3, but I think we got a little bit more. I think we're gonna get that S4, so that's why I don't want to trail my stop down too much. We got some serious volume coming in here, man. 439,000, almost 500,000, pushing up on that. But I think NQ1 wants some more, man. I think they want some more. Let me set an alert right here. I just like to hear it go off, but right now I have it muted, but anyway. I think this value area high right here on the money zone, this level right here, I think this is where we might catch some support. Or if not, we come in right back to the volume point of control right there. Man, this is selling off nice, bro. This is a big bear trade right here. Damn, somebody pissed off a market maker, man. Somebody pissed them off, man. They was like, man, I'm gonna sabotage this whole bull run right here. For the bulls, I hope you took profit up here at the break of upper VWAP. If you're bullish and you start breaking this level, it's a good place to, like, if you came in here, you caught the reversal, the S3 breakout, right? Here's a good place to come out of that trade, especially running into R3 like that. You gotta really know how to use those. This is actually S1 too, man. This is heading down to S1. Hold on. Let me give you some room. Hold on, baby. Come on. Let me give you some room. Let me trail that stop. We could secure 188. And you just keep doing your thing, man. You just keep doing your thing. It's like a dance, man. You don't have to hold her close all the time. You could just let her go and spin her around and stuff, set her free, man. And we get more than S1, so let's take it all the way back down to 184. How about that? 185, 185.22. How about that? You gonna catch support at S4? What you doing? Got volume pointer control coming up on the NQ1. We're getting support here at the weekly high at 13583.25, but that volume is coming in heavy with that selling, man. Who pissed off Citadel, man? Somebody rubbed them the wrong way, man. Okay, so it might be over. We're still getting heavy volume though. Let's see what happening here at S4. We had that natural push up right here. S1 is at the floor pivot. S1 187.08. S4 is at 187.27. I'm just giving her room, man. Let her dance. Do your thing, baby girl. Do your thing. Alright, the volume looking kind of light on NQ1. Approaching that volume pointer control right there. Volume is looking kind of light. We need some more juice, right? We're breaking down S4, right? Just broke S4. Camarilla S4 right there. What we doing right here at floor pivot S1 though. $191 to 188.07. Nice. Nice. I think we could hold on to 188.80. That's a nice support zone right there at S4. Let me not give you too much room because look how the volume is coming in at that level right there. It might be over, y'all. Look at that volume. Let's see. Stop out or no? Stop out. Alright, got it at 187.82. So that was the trade. I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope you all understood everything I was looking at. This is just discretionary trading for me, using the Camarilla levels, volume price analysis, using all my indicators and stuff. People say my charts are full of indicators, full of colors and all that. So that's what they're there for. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully it makes sense to you. Hopefully it inspires somebody new, like maybe it's a new trader. Older traders don't really care about other people's strategies. They just do their own thing, but if you're a new trader, and I'm posting this in BBT, right? So if you're a new trader and you like how that went and you want to get in tune into like volume price analysis, the US dollar, the bond market, what else, the VIX, and how they all correlate with your strategy, then this video is good for you. And if you really want to learn more about the Camarilla levels. You know, read Secrets of a Pivot Boss. Listen to your boy Tor. Tor is an awesome Camarilla trader. And yeah, man, just educate yourself and look at the timing, right? It's all timing, the levels and certain timing and volume, and it's all meshed together. And the more you look at it, the more the picture is clearer in your mind. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, it's King Yediya, aka King Solomon, staying wise in life and in these markets, and y'all trade safe and stay blessed.